What's up, folks? Dandy to see y'all. I am Team Aqua Spirit Crusher. And we are here for important business today, not messing around. Glasses off style. Okay? We got a freaking update. Not an official update. That's why we're seeing some words in a different language, which I highly suspect is Italian, not based upon my linguistic skills, but based upon knowing a guy who knows a guy. I'd say that's Italian. So we got a new trailer. It's the Italian trailer. However, but English, we're gonna watch it. So without further ado, I'll shut the heck up and we'll watch it. Perfect. I'm much smaller now. You can't see me. I'm hiding, but I'm still here. Let's check it out. I'll try to talk minimally. Or just not pause it. Yeah, I'll show you. I did briefly see some of this, but again, I've only seen it in Italian, so I really have no idea what we're really cracking into here. Fired up about that. 3 basics hopefully means we get 3 EXs of those guys. A Pichu, Clefairy, and a shiny Red Gyarados. That's dope. And then these are actually, I saw high speculation, Umbreon and Sylveon. Yeah, shocker, we got him. High speculation. So yeah, if you read there, well darn. If you read there, at the end, it says, La Via del Cilio. It says, La Via del Cilio e del Mar. Pokémon Pocket. La Via del Cilio e del Mare. Disponibile del Mercarelio Dilio Schmilio 30 Lugilio. Lugio Meguglio. So I think my not perfect Italian. I think the name of the update is Luglio Meguglio. So let's crack into Luguglio Meguglio and see what cards. Okay, we're back over here. If you're seeing an ad in the corner, you're not. If you're seeing my search history, please don't. Anyway, okay, so it's not called Luglio Meguglio. It's called A4, The Way of Luglio Meguglio. So let's just look at our good cards here. Let's go right into them and look at the good cards. Starting off first with Luglio Meguglio himself. I kind of like that. And come on with this. Not really sure. Not really sure. I honestly think that maybe we don't need any more cards. Hey guys, like there's more Pokemon. It's cool and all, but I think we got a lot of cards right now. But hey, Luglio Meguglio, without further ado, is a basic, but requires you to jump through a hoop to play it. This looks like a card that is not going to get played, and I'm just saying that based upon 3 different energies. We're going to try it. I will, but I don't want to. It's like Dragonite. I played it, but I did not like it. Okay, so 150, Elemental Fury. They translated the Italian, so they don't want me to read it. That stinks. 180. Yeah, 180 is... I'm trying to think. Maybe the highest base... well, besides Dragonite. It's like one of the higher base damage numbers you have in the game without adding a red or an EV cape or anything like that. Not that you could add EV... you may add as many EV capes you like to some of that shit. You're not getting a 180. But it's a very high base... damage. However, a fire, a water, an electric, you might as well go drown yourself in a river because I don't know how the heck you're going to do that. And then the description is discard all 3. So we better read a support because if that's it, we're not going to do it. So Let's move on to Ho-Oh Schmo-Oh. Phoenix Turbo 80. Take a fire energy. I should have read this one first. My bad. Let me just put my hand in my fist. My fist in my mouth. What is this? What is this? Phoenix Turbo. Take a fire, water, and electric energy from your energy zone and attach them to your basic Pokemon in any way you like. Shout out Dragonite. Yeah, that's wild. It's a Lugia ramp, but so you... How many energy is that? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Internet's not working. Are you kidding me? By the way of sea and sand, 3 of any color energy. We'll have to see it. We'll have to see it. Let's keep reading. Let's keep reading. There's probably much more to do with that. And see if you can read this. It says blurry letters. A 60 and we got a 30 there, it looks like. Nope, that says 20. Basic question mark. Well, there's no description. 60 Chikorita. Yeah, I don't even know why we came over here to look at Chikorita. There's nothing really to read there. And this is the same thing. Cyndaquil, we're looking at a 20. Basic 60. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You know what kills me is like your phone doesn't work, but they'll still show you an ad. I really should have did this like not with... Okay, whatever. Totodile, 20. I'm good at math. Pichu, what do we got here? I heard this. I actually saw this on the internet earlier today, and I said, that's pretty interesting. No cost, sparkling throw. Take an energy from your energy zone and attach it to one of your bench Pokemon. No retreat, no weak. Let me read that one more time. It's got 30. Is that really what we're reading there? 30. Basic, no cost. No cost. Sparkling throw. Take an energy from your energy zone and attach it to... I don't know. That's interesting. We'll have to see what the deal is with that. Sorry, I just got to read things a couple times. Cleffa. You can stay under with my Cleffa. Leffa. A. No cost, sparkling call. Are we being serious with these no costs? What is this? Oh, also a 30. Take a random Pokemon from your deck and add it to the cards in your hand. Is it an ability? Is it attack? No cost? What are we doing? 30, 2 30s. Now, mind you, 30 is not 20, but 30 is 30 that EX does. So you have 2 of those now, which I guess there's probably where there's one, where there's smoke, there's fire, as they say. And where there's one, there's more. And you know what they also said? Fire on the mountain and fire in the air. Rolling them hills and is waiting for me there. Fire on the mountain and fire in the air. Sorry. What am I saying? Yeah. 30 plus Giovanni. I mean, there's a ton of basic things that do 40 potentially. Cartana, you know. Silvally. I mean, you put this in. That's my question. Like, can you use that from the bench? Because, like, that's a free Shiinotic, right? Take a random Pokemon from your deck and... yeah, that's a Shiinotic. Do you start with that? Like, good questions. We'll... All I know is if you play an Eevee deck and you do what I've been trying to do with Leafeon, my Leafeon deck, which is start with EVEX, because 30 plus 70 is 100. math. So, forget the drawing. Let's just start with a 30. 30 is not bad. And 30 plus 30 is 60. So you could just knock out something that's 60. But if it's 30, then you could just knock it out. I mean, do you get a point for that? Is also a question. Oh, we're probably going to see a Magikarp here too. We got a Gyarados. And it says 130, 2 energy, Furious Lashing. Shiny Red Gyarados, I'm pretty sure I thought was from Gen 3. So this is a little upsetting. Well, we're going to get Gen 3 eventually. Who cares what I'm saying? Eventually we get a Gen 3 theme pack. But we just keep seeing Gen 3 Pokemon thrown in packs. And this looks like another one because I feel like I remember the game. They see this on TV. But, I mean, maybe it was in Gen 2 too. I just didn't play that. Either way, Shiny Red Gyarados. If you could read that attack, it says Cervezzata Furimbonda. And folks, I do want to say I am Italian, so hey, come after me in the comments all you want. We're just trying to decipher the code. Cervezzata Furimbonda. Furious Lashing in English. In Inglés. Por favor, amigo. 20 plus. You may discard any number of water Pokemon from your bench. You may discard what? Any number of water Pokemon from your bench. I'm really bad at reading, I must say. This attack does 40 more. I should have just read the second sentence. That would have made it make sense. This attack does 40 more for each bench Pokemon you discarded in this way. $40 times 3 is 120, plus 20 is 140 for 2 energy. But do you lose your Pokemon? Discard like into your hand, discard like into your deck, or discard into your discard pile? Because discard sounds like into your discard pile sounds like not going to play that. Unless you have just Magikarps. That would be sick. Do a Magikarp EX. I don't know. Yeah, play Manaphy, Magikarp EX, and then you have just a bunch of you have like 6 potential basic Pokemon. So you could discard them all day. It's not a bad idea. And then you can ramp a Magic Gyarados EX and that Gyarados. Add Magikarp EX. Not a bad idea. Oh, or do baby Pokemon not count as the same Pokemon? Does like Magikarp, baby Magikarp not count as... Anyway, Umbreon EX. And in Italian, that would be Umbreone. And its attack says, Scusi. It says, Oscuristi fan. Whatever. We'll just 140. Sick, we're getting more evolution EXs. Ability Shadow Tag. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may, incoming free leaf, you may switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Oh, free Cyrus. If this Pokemon is active, yeah. You can Cyrus a Pokemon. Yeah, that's what that says. 82 energy. That's sick. What do you play this with? Darkrai? The other Umbreon? When your Pokemon EX is knocked out, you get... Yeah, why did I just read that? 2 energy, free Cyrus. This card is insane. That's getting 2 thumbs up. It's 80. We're already using Sylveon EX because of its ability. Nobody even cares that it has a 70 attack. Same thing with Leafeon, 70. 80, 2 energy, and a freaking sick attack. Or ability. Yeah, and here we go with another 80. So basically exactly what I just said about all those other things. These essentially do 10 more. Oh boy, we're going to go to Walmart. These essentially, Jesus Christ. The internet is just, it's got to stop. These essentially do 10 more than every other one we've talked about that we're all using. Stage 1, evolve from Eevee. Ability Care, 1 healing. 1 during your turn. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may heal 20 damage from one of your Pokemon. Wow. Wow, and it's Psychic. So many Psychic decks. Wow, actually just play this with Sylveon. And throw in like 1 basic Pokemon. Literally, that's it. Do this, 1 basic like Eevee. Well, not 1 basic. 1 either regular Espeon or regular Sylveon. That's literally what you do or Choreo, and you just play all that. You just play all that because now you have healing. I mean, it's just like this is just silly, folks. Those are sick cards. Let's go into some support because that's right. Love support. I wish we could see this one so we could give you a Italian deciphering. Lyra. Choose one of your Pokemon, shuffle it, and all the cards attached to it into your deck. Is this like a free Ilima? Is this like an Ilima for everything? Like, why would the game... Oh, it's right here. Why would the game make Ilima just to be like, we're going to give you a card two seasons later that doesn't matter if it's normal. It just... And Koga. We have so many of these cards that you... And Budding Expeditioner that are like specific to like one Pokemon, and then you're like, actually, we have Lyra too. I mean, we'll see. Maybe it doesn't mean active, but choose one of your Pokemon and shuffle it, and all the cards attached to it. It's even like a better Lyra. Better Ilima, because Ilima does not give you your giant cape if you shuffle the Ilima back in the card, back the Snorlax or whatever, back into your hand. That is pretty sick. We'll have to see exactly what they mean by that. Supporter, remove an energy card from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Remove a special energy card. Silver. Remove a... Oh. What did he say? I thought it said remove an energy card. Because I'm like, okay, it's like a Team Rocket Grunt, but instead of flipping for potentially everything, you're just guaranteeing 1, which I would argue is probably better. And look at the comment right there. Special energy. Remove a special energy card from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Let's see if we get a special energy in here somewhere. No. Well, we do know what a card is going to be. We're going to have to Google later what special energies look like. That Jesus Christ on a motorbike. If the Pokemon, this Pokemon tool, Rescue Scarf, I really should have just taken pictures of all this stuff beforehand. We're like playing around with ads. If this Pokemon this card is attached to is switched with your active Pokemon, oh, this is a Pokemon tool, Rescue Scarf. If this is attached to a Pokemon, heal 30 damage. Oh, so it's like a... All right, that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick, actually. It's like a giant cape, but you don't need the 20 extra. You'll just take a 30 after. Not bad. I would say giant cape is potentially better, but I mean, it's not bad. If you have like a beefy EX that doesn't actually need to like, do anything like that, or even Flareon. What do we got here? Elemental Switch. I've actually seen this card now that I think about it. When I was like a kid, I've totally have one of these. because that's based upon a real card. Well, they're all based upon real cards, I'd imagine. You know, they made so many cards in the real Pocket game, but I've seen this. Move electric energy and a fire energy from your Pokemon. What is that? What do you mean? To your active Pokemon. What does that even mean? I thought this was gonna say change. You could change like a energy to like whatever potential color you wanted, which would be sick. Move energy from your Pokemon to your active Pokemon. Move. Well, we'll have to see. We will have to see. And let's read some comments here. We got Le Italiano Licos. No way, this is a real. Energy shoe looks like rescue scarf. Isn't that what he said? I want the shiny icon. Yeah, maybe they have some of these descriptions off, or maybe I am not good at reading, but or maybe this is just a leak. Maybe none of this is real. I will say though that trailer looks exactly like the trailers they just made. Now you could AI a trailer. I'm sure you could. I had a couple cousins. You could, and so why couldn't you AI a freaking? What was I gonna say? Yeah, why couldn't you AI an Italiano, Traiano? You know, for the Pokemon TCG, and also I would argue the fact that it is the exact same format might make me think that maybe we're gonna get something different. Don't know. Don't know. Also, some of those things seem a little bit like, what do you exactly mean by that? Like Lyra, what exact an elemental switch? Like maybe he like didn't know what he was doing. I also forget what silver was. Oh yeah, remove a special energy. Listen, we have no idea. I mean, it would make sense that these are the cards because it's like this is perfect to show us a bunch of stuff and then make us like think they're showing us the shiny Gyarados. You gave me a lot of thoughts with that. Like, give us another Magikarp, have a full Gyarados deck. They should do that. You gave us the 3 basic, so we see that hopefully, unlike Diamond and Pearl, we're going to get 3 EXs. I would hope. I mean, we're at least going to get those cards. 2 legendary birds. Excelente. That's English, not Italian. Pichu, Cleffa, 2 baby Pokemon, which I thought were supposed to potentially come next time. I don't even know. I don't even know with whatever their deal is. But, I mean, a lot of people did review this. I saw this all over the internet today. So if it's fake, it's pretty darn good. You faked us all. You got everybody. I don't think it's fake, but they didn't show it. So we still don't have an official one. Are you waiting for tomorrow? The next day? I mean, what are we going to do? You're going to show the trailer on the 29th and give us the cards on the 30th? I'd say this is the trailer. And I'd say I'm very excited. I think that you definitely added a bunch of stuff that could really spice it up. And today I was thinking to myself, I said, what do they got to add? And I saw this trailer this morning, but I was hoping that we would have an English version today. So I didn't like read any of the translations. I tried to hold off on all that, but I did see, and what I did see was Lugia with its 3 different energies. And I was like, what the hell are we going to do? You know, they have to give us something. What they have to give us is like a card, like a random special energy. And again, I just talked about the elemental switch. I have one of those. I know I can pull out a binder where I have an energy that's just a random energy. So I know it exists or is a viable, like, right? They can give us a card that's just place in whatever energy you want this to be. Like, literally. Like, what's wrong with that? And that would make so many things crazy. Think about all the combinations of different things that just like require like one energy of the other color. Like how crazy Leafeon with Flareon was because you're using 2 different types of Pokemon, and you can because you could self-generate an energy. Giratina and all the stuff that you play with Giratina. The reason you can use Giratina and it goes crazy, and the reason you can use Leafeon and it goes crazy is because they self-generate energies, and you can use those energies to play those cards with other cards of other types. And they're some of the best decks. I'm just saying that if they gave us a card that would be place an energy of whatever color you possibly, you want, it would really open up the floor to 1,000 more possibilities. Like right now, I just feel like the amount of decks we have, it's just finite. But if you could combine stuff of different types somehow, some way, there's only a few ways, like I just said. Giratina does it. Leafeon does it. There's only a couple. I can't think of another one. I really can't right now off the top of my head. But yeah, those are the cards. And we're fired up. I'm excited as all heck, brother. But y'all take care now. You have a great night and a great day, whatever time of the existence you're in right now. I'm at night, so that's why I said that. But this has been Team Aqua Spirit Crusher. Y'all take care now.